There we go. Yep.
So my thoughts with the Facebook group and capturing lead information and all of that is when posting content, having for additional, like giving a piece, right, that's valuable, and then having a secondary like takeaway piece, like whether it's a checklist or whatever that they would have to opt in for. So then they would, starting to create that list that way. I like what you're doing there, and at the same time, because it's a free group, the management of like then taking that list and then adding them on Facebook, I don't know. I hesitate. If it was a paid group, I would say definitely, because you want that. But I think,
I have a friend. I'll show you what she's up to. One sec, I'll just go back and share the screen again. Friend of mine is doing this very successfully. Let me bring it up. So this girl has done single mom, building everything out of nothing sort of thing. She was just doing social media.
yep.
And it's kind of interesting. She's on a very low tier version of Speak to Sell with somebody else. And you see, she's got this Speak, Get Book, Get Paid, how to get paid to speak. And it's like, not entirely sure how this works yet. But anyway, that's the latest thing. But she's got a Facebook group because her page is called Social Media. It's here. It's a public group that people join. It's like 1,600 people or so, 1,800 people in it now. And she's created a very, very cool community. And she's very active in it, like almost every day, with asking questions. And she's getting really good engagement. And out of that engagement, she's then inviting people to go to webinars. And then she is selling out of the webinars, more like inner circle training and private access to her and coaching.
Yep.
So even though her Facebook group is free, she's actually getting most of her new client business through just paying it forward in this group to a certain level. And then
and that's my vision is using, so having different theme days. So taking like a 30-day calendar and having a different theme day each day, which poses a question or brings up a topic or adds some sort of information. And then I would, whenever I have my webinars, I'd put it on there for people to sign in for webinars, blog posts, having some blog posts that also have an opt-in attached to it, and having different, kind of seeding a couple different ways of them to get onto my list. I don't like the fact with it being a Facebook group that it's like, give me your email and then I'll add you to the group. I think it works when it's a paid group. But I hesitate with that, with it being a free group.
I'm with you. Yeah. Because you could do that on LinkedIn as well, right?
Could do what?
A LinkedIn private group for sales professionals or for people wanting sales help.
So LinkedIn to me is a little foreign. I, have a profile there. It's not that, I have to update that. And I really haven't used LinkedIn very much. So that's kind of, uncharted territory.
Okay. Well, I can definitely help you with that. Just another tip that this chick's got. She's created this album of what she calls inspirational quotes, and they're not all hers.
Yep.
But basically what happens is because she's grouped them all in one album, her engagement is like 10 times mine. And I'm always like, how can your engagement be so much higher than mine? It's because when anybody likes one of these photographs, because they're all in an album, it just has this quantum mechanic thing that because one person's liked it, it suddenly reaches like thousands and thousands of people. So I would suggest once you start going with motivational quotes and pictures, and I said they're not all hers by any stretch.
Right.
Drop them in. It's something I should have done and I haven't, and I got to go back and do it. because I'll just give you I can monitor it. I'll show you what I mean. If I go to my page, one second. I'm going to business. This is it's cool because we're doing this early, because getting the email and getting the engagement is really what's going to put us on the map for Facebook.
Yeah.
Wait till it comes up. Waiting for available socket, whatever the heck that means. Come on, Facebook. Really? That's bizarre. Okay, there we go. So if I go into my insights, you can actually tag certain people that you want to sort of benchmark yourself against. So what I've got here is I benchmark my page against other people. So I've got, she's a little bit ahead of me, and I'm not that competitive. And this week, my engagement is higher than hers. But sometimes her engagement is like 2,000 or 3,000 people. And it's like, what have you done that I haven't done? Because I post a lot more than she does. And I do a better job than she does. That's, beside the point. But what's interesting,
almost 20K followers. Sorry? You almost have 20K followers?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, I did just do that. This is like, to me, this is my email list. Because I just thought I'd try and go social and do it instead this way. But sometimes, as I say, I'll see her reach being much, much higher than mine. And it's all because of that photo album. But what's cool is when you follow people like this on Insights, Facebook will actually show you the best 3 or 4 posts from the last week. So you can actually go back. So this is one of her posts.
Yep.
But you can go back, and it's interesting that it's very low this week, because sometimes I see it way, way higher. But it's a good idea if we could find a bunch of people to follow. You don't have to even like the page. You just go into this pages to watch, and you click pages, and you just add the ones you want to watch. And I've got, a number of people higher than me and lower than me, and just people in the space. And then,
can you benchmark it against Facebook groups?
Yes. Compare your page with.
Because this is just pages as far as their business pages.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think you can do it against groups. No, I don't think you can. This guy's page is absolutely terrible, but it's insane how much reach the guy has. I mean, look at this, 2.2 million people, and his posts, are just bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're not great. But just look at the shares and the comments. I mean, the guy is minting it out of advertising.
The guy is. I mean, look at the topic.
Yeah.
And how many things do you see like this passed on?
Yeah.
Facebook. And so he doesn't have to do anything. He's obviously, is he like some sort of preacher?
No, he's not. He's a businessman. Because he came to me via another friend, because he was trying to get one of my speaking buddies to be featured. I mean, look at the picture of him. I mean, he's just a very smart guy who's leveraging Facebook to get incredible reach, and then he's trying to sell his reach to certain key speakers so that they could actually advertise on his page, and he can get it in front of a couple of million people for him.
But is his, because I mean his name is Christian, that pretty much. So is he a Christian?
That's the name of the page, but that's not his name. I can't remember what his name is.
I mean, is he a Christian-based business? I mean, is that his pick?
We've assisted more than 2,000 organizations in the industry with their social media marketing needs.
So he's actually just marketing to Christians, probably.
Yeah.
And so he put this page with all Christian inspiration. Wow, that's brilliant.
It really is. Yeah, and that's why I watch him. But and he teaches. I mean, my friend's a LinkedIn expert, and he was trying to say, I'll promote you. I've looked at what they do, and how much they charge. Um, it's insane how much he's getting away with. But he's just found that niche in the, as you say, in the Bible Belt kind of thing. And
Well, yeah, and he's got, if he
yeah,
obviously, and the thing is I don't see any of those posts that are polarizing either. They're all very share if you love God, share if you think Jesus is wonderful, right?
yeah,
And so he's not even, making judgment on
no,
any Christian views.
but over 2 million
Very
people in his school.
uh-huh.
So when he boosts a post and he has an offer, he's got such, and he's posting a lot, like every couple of hours.
Yep.
And man, is it working?
Have you heard of Meet Edgar?
Meet Edgar. Kind of. What is it?
So Meet Edgar is like a Hootsuite, but it's you can actually create these like you can create the exact time that everything posts, create this schedule for multiple pages similar to a Hootsuite. But another thing, what it does is you can tag your post as being kept in the library or not. So like you could create your week and say if Monday's motivational Monday and you created 1,000 motivational posts, you don't have to add anything new. It'll recycle some of those previous posts if you don't add anything new to that particular post. So if you have it scheduled, then if you didn't create something, it'll pull something from your library that you previously posted. So it helps you recycle content. Also, it helps you, it'll look at those highly engaged posts and it'll give that more prevalence when it reposts things too. It's really a smart software when it comes to scheduling your social media stuff. So this is the only thing I don't like. You have to enter your email in order to learn anything about it, but they need a little bit more on their kind of marketing side. But in everything that I learned about it and seeing a couple people that were talking about it, that they use it, I think it's, it is interesting. There is a cost per month.
Yeah.
But the library itself, I would say, would pay for it, because once you start building your library of posts that you can repost, right? Because you can mark something as a store in the library or a one-time post. Wow. And start getting that, like, think of how much time you can save.
Absolutely. The name kind of rang. Wow, I hardly got anything on Instagram. That's interesting. I have better Instagram than they do. So, I almost think I know that guy. No, it's not. No, it's not who I thought it was.
So wow. I'm not sure if this is like a new software, but it's, seeing some of the things that like people that I've followed, and when talking about Facebook groups and posting and making sure that you're utilizing your time well. Like I've never used Hootsuite either, but one thing that they said it was with Hootsuite that you can say, I want this posted on Monday, but it kind of chooses what time to post it versus you having...
Oh, you can do both. Yeah, you can get it to schedule it for you, or you can pick your times.
Is it depending on what membership level you have?
Nope. You can do it on the free version. You can only have 3 accounts. So like your Google Plus, your LinkedIn, and your Twitter.
Yeah.
And then you can actually get them to auto select it for you based on their algorithms.
Yeah.
Or you can totally pick your times.
And then another thing that I had seen there was that once it posts, it doesn't store it anywhere, which is where Meet Edgar really kind of sets themselves apart, as creating that posting library.
Yes.
So that you can build it over time, and then regenerate that so you can actually keep putting content out there more often because you're not having to always schedule that and recreate that.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you want a Hootsuite lesson, I'll get Petra to do a Zoom call with you, and she can give you a tutorial on how we use Hootsuite.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need something like that because I definitely don't want to be on like every couple hours trying to post.
There's a couple of others. One called Bundle Post, another one called Post Planner, and we covered all in last year's VIP. So I can send you those videos. In fact, there's an easy way for you to just jump through. Just give me a sec. I'm going to sneak in the back door and show you something. Because it's unlisted. Where is it? How do I find it? There we go. It's locked, but if I give you the link, then you can get into it. Just drop you the link into the chat, and then you've got.
Actually, can you send it on my Facebook Messenger so that I have it outside of this?
Yeah, absolutely, I can. Yeah, one sec. Yeah, there you go. So basically what's in here is all the videos that I've made in the last year where I've interviewed people. And some of these are absolute gold. So you'll see just the different topics and stuff that we've covered. But some really, really good, like LinkedIn 101 is fantastic. Using Canva, SEO that we started covering a little bit. Blogging, lots of blogging, YouTube video. More LinkedIn, Facebook ads, Kristen. So we got that with her, more blogging. There's one with this one here, content posting strategies with Katie, is absolutely fantastic. So these are all, and this one is amazing. So yeah, now that you've got the link to the private channel, just jump on in and have a look at some of these. And this is where we're going to put all the new ones. So the one we did yesterday was starting it off, but I'm letting people have access to the old channel as well. So I'm just running it through so it just becomes such a really good vault. So yeah, you got that.
Awesome.
So that'll help you at no end.
Perfect.
I have a confession. Lindsay is quite behind this week. Her daughter ended up in hospital for 2 days.
Just what?
Her daughter, she's got a really bad foot, and she has complex regional pain in her foot. And she's
that's not good.
And they ended up, girl can hardly walk. So they ended up, they had like 2 days in hospital trying to sort of do a sit-in, trying for her to get to see a specialist. So she got us, and she called me this morning in tears. She said, I feel really bad. I haven't got as much done on Kelly as I promised I would. And I got Maria's done. I should have had Kelly's all up to date as well. And she said, I will by the end of the week. I'm just feeling really bad. I said, I'm just going to tell Kelly that we're a couple of days behind ourselves, but we'll pick it fast up. So just so you know.
Yeah, that's fine. Is there additional stuff that you need from me? So I did a couple videos, and from my phone, I keep trying to transfer it into my Google file. And my phone right now, because it's a business phone, it times out after a minute, which when it times out, it stops the transfer and you got to restart. So I got to sit there like.
What kind of phone is it?
An iPhone.
Do it by AirDrop.
Ooh.
That's if you've got good Wi-Fi at home, it takes no time at all.
But what am I AirDropping it to?
Just to me.
Oh, can I?
You can AirDrop videos.
You?
Yeah. I had a guy send me an email last week, and he said, you didn't reply to my email with the video. I said, I didn't get it, because with Gmail, even though it looks like it's sent, if it's too big a file, I don't receive it. But he airdropped it to me, and I got it in like 50 seconds or something like that.
Okay, so let me see if I can airdrop. Because I thought this is just people nearby that you can airdrop it. Yeah, it won't even allow me to choose you because it says
it's too far away.
Yeah.
Do you sync your iPhone to your computer for photos and uploads?
I haven't in a while. I probably need to do that. Let me see here. If I message it, would that?
Might. It might.
And it's not letting me send. Let's see here. Okay, so I just sent one. The second one, it's not letting me send, probably because it's a little bigger.
Let's see what comes through. Nothing through yet. What size files are they? Do you know?
I am not sure because I just did them on my iPhone, but they're like 7 or 8 minutes. 2 of them are. One of them's 4.
Do you have Dropbox on your phone?
I do, but my Dropbox is full.
Oh, okay. Yeah, most people says.
Actually, let me see here.
Gmail apparently can take attachments now up to 20. It can take an attachment up to 50 meg, but it can only send an attachment of up to 20. Or you can only receive an attachment of up to 25. So I don't know why one side is bigger than the other, but nothing coming through yet.
Well, it wasn't. I was trying to save it to my Google Drive, and not sending it Google. Let me see here. Yeah, my Dropbox is full.
Okay. So Dropbox, Google Drive are the 2 normal ones for my phone. But AirDrop's obviously. I didn't realize AirDrop had to be geographic.
Yeah, you have to be on the same Wi-Fi network, or have to be close.
Well, will you still have the phone when you're in? No, you'll have given it back though when you go to San Diego, right?
Well, the phone is mine. Now, whether it's going to be connected to a service or not is the question. No, I'll have it connected to a service. I got to figure.
So you'll still have it in the phone. So at worst, we can do it then, right?
Yeah.
Are you staying early? Oh, something just came through.
So I'm obviously coming in on the 1st. I have to figure out the hotel thing. The link that Lisa sent out saying to schedule, I am having such a hard time trying to schedule and book at that resort.
Yeah. So I got it.
So you got one of them. You didn't get both. I don't know which one that one is, but
I got this one.
well, I know what it is. I don't know what the topic
sorry.
is.
Of course you do.
I did 3 of them in a row, so they all kind of look the same. But just with a little bit of, talking and kind of.
Yeah. Because suddenly I was thinking about it this morning. I went, oh crap, I haven't booked my hotel. So, and I have not received, even though I had registered a month or so ago, I wrote to Jennifer Conaway this one and said, I have not received any email acknowledging my booking, although I know I've paid for it and I can see it on my Sassy account. So she just said I should have done, so I have to write to support. So I just called up the hotel this morning about 8:30, and I went through the conference booking lady, and I said I was coming to speak to Sal, and she said, yeah, we still have rooms, $179 a night, and I just did it over the phone in like 5 minutes this morning.
Well, I've also called them twice and got hung up on both times, even though they took my number. So I've just been having a whatever. So I want to stay there the couple days, but I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to stay there the several days leading up to it or use some of my Hilton points and stay in a different hotel. So I'm not encouraging.
Well, Dr. Peter, I know he's actually staying at the Hilton where Jennifer Deep Stratton's hotel is.
Yeah.
He's got so many Hilton points. He actually got a better deal per night than Jennifer's room rate.
Yeah.
He's staying at the Hilton right through until to speak to Sal and then moving over.
What Hilton? Do you know what Hilton?
I should do. Let's just see, Jennifer. I booked it.
Because I was debating on whether to see if I just book a Hilton or if I try and stay with my family. The one thing is I don't want to get a car.
No.
And if I stay with my family, I'll need to get a car because they live like 20 miles out of the city.
Where did she message me?
I hate when apps change their little logo on their app, then you can't find the damn thing.
She must have emailed me. Let me just let me see if I can find it.
Is it downtown?
Do you know? Let me just see if I can find it. Jennifer Deep Stratton. No, it's not that, you know.
So it's an actual Hilton?
Yeah.
The Mission Valley, the San Diego Mission Valley, is it close?
It is close. Let me just see if I can find it because I know I booked it already. There we go. This one here, San Diego Del Mar on Jimmy Durante Boulevard.
Is that what it's called, the Hilton Del Mar?
Am I screen sharing?
No, you're not.
Okay, hold on a sec. There it is.
The San Diego. Okay, I see that one. So that's actually a little bit out of the downtown area.
I don't know, because that's where Jennifer's event is, and then Debbie and I are actually staying at Marriott Renaissance for a couple of days, and because we got that for $129 a night, and then going over to the other thing. So
So when is Jennifer's event? It's the weekend before?
The weekend, it's exactly the same days, but the week before. So it's
Okay.
27, 28, 29.
Okay.
I'm excited to go to that. She's smart. But she's not a sales trainer per se. She is just helping people really package themselves.
Yep.
I guess she is a sales trainer in a way, but she's all about helping you sort of understand your quantum benefits so that when you present, people really understand what they're getting for it.
Yep.
This is the sales page. Where is it? Do I have it open?
Yeah, the Del Mar.
So this is the event. Ready to close big sales. Get the key steps to the millionaire mindset. I'll send you this too. She's done it very well. I'm not sure how many people she got coming. I know she was hoping to get between 50 and 80 people, but I don't know. But that's the event.
Cool. We'll check that out.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to figure out the whole hotel thing. I got to do that quick because it's coming up.
Yeah.
And then also, we're planning on staying longer, but
oh yeah, no, yeah, that sounds
with
great.
my booking, and yeah, it's
very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm going to touch base with Lindsay a bit later on today or tomorrow morning, and we'll work out what we need still. I don't know if we need anything from you right this second, but I know she's going to have something to you fairly soon. So I just check in, let you know where we're at, and give you some ideas. So.
Yeah, and I know like one night I woke up in the middle of the night and just I thought I was writing down just 3 or 4 things, and I ended up with like 4 pages typed of stuff, like stuff that I can put in a blog or whatever. So I'll send that over too.
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be good to have at least 3 blogs live on the site when we go live.
They're not organized, but I can organize them into different thoughts. One of my blogs that I thought of one of the originals was the difference between sales and marketing and how both are important. And I think the video I sent you might be that conversation. I'll try and get the other 2 uploaded. I'll connect my phone and see if I can download it that way and put that in the Google Drive. But that's one of the videos. Another one of the videos, I think I talked about how important a sales process is. And then the other one is, what is a business coach versus a business strategist and sales strategy and all of that. So those were the 3 videos that I did.
Yep.
So right now I got content, running through my head, my veins, and I just finished a big project for work last week, so right now I'm kind of on I'm so exhausted. And so next week I'm traveling, and then the week after that I'm back home, and we'll have even more space to really.
Well, now that you've got that access to that YouTube channel, you'll find everything's an hour approximately, but there's amazing resources in there especially for LinkedIn. So.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm putting a little effort into getting that Facebook group started and getting some engagement and posting.
Yeah.
I did a post I think yesterday, and because I really want to have like those kind of theme days.
Yeah.
And engage people that way, and then start keeping to build that.
Yeah.
Before I jump to another platform right away and just totally spread myself.
Yeah, you could definitely do a LinkedIn group as well at some point in time, but let's grow the Facebook one first.
Yeah, I think Facebook and LinkedIn are probably going to be my 2 primary. I mean, Instagram to me, I've never used Instagram. I don't know. I know it's a big thing.
It's fun, but it's not for selling.
And that's just
it's for creating engagement and giving people a behind the scenes of what life is like. So in a couple of years' time, when you're on stage and you show people what the Adventure Babe, one of the Lisa's Diamonds, the blonde girl, what's her name? Anyway, whatever her name is, the martial arts lady. I can see it.
So what do you do?
She's one of Lisa's diamond clients, long blonde hair. She teaches martial arts for businesses, how to run a martial arts studio. Anyway, her Instagram's fantastic because she's on and off stages all the time now, and you basically get to see what life looks like for her when she's traveling and in the back room and the green room, and that's what Instagram is so good for, is getting that behind the scenes thing.
Exactly.
And it's good for motivation. I mean, I use it, and I've built up quite a tribe just because as being a motivator. But I don't think I've had any business from Instagram at all.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily you're exactly right. Social media is not about getting the business. It's about creating engagement, which ultimately then gets business.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But I think primarily for me, I think the two areas that I want to build are the Facebook and LinkedIn, because the sales side of things is a little bit more on the professional side of entrepreneurship and getting yourself out there and, all of that, although, working. Yeah. So.
With you. Oh, I got my email from Team Edgar. So that's cool. I'll have to, that's the new one of me. So I'll have to go into that and find out a bit more about it. So.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. I was like, well, if you pay for it for a year, it's like $49 a month. And I'm like, not quite ready to spend something like that. But, I think once you start getting and managing, several different groups and especially if you're doing where you have like the motivation things, or you have certain topics that, keep coming up, like you could recycle, you're talking about Facebook. In general, the benefits of Facebook, keeping that in, taking out what's no longer relevant. And what you do is you actually, in that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you say, I want this post on this day. You can do that. But you say on Mondays, I want Motivation Monday. I create a library of Motivation Monday, and then it just pulls one from your library and posts it, right?
That sounds great.
So you spend time building that library, but you're not spending that time having to constantly have to schedule and, reschedule and, re-upload and all of that. It stores all of that for you, which I think is fantastic as far as saving time, but also, using that engagement and having that constant posting and producing the valuable stuff. It's very interesting.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Okay, I got to shoot out the door because I got to meet somebody at 3.
All right, sounds good.
What days are you traveling next week?
I leave Sunday, I come back Thursday night.
Okay. So should we just pass on next week then and double up the following week? Okay. Where are you traveling to?
I'm going to Austin Sunday, Monday, come back Tuesday, and then I'm going to be in Madison on Wednesday and Thursday for meetings.
Nice. Fun.
Not too far from home. No. The principal was Wednesday and Thursday. I was supposed to be at home, but then the manager decided to have it in Madison, so I still got to travel.
All right, my friend. Right. I'll see you real soon. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye.